Hi, and welcome to the Blueshirts Corner. So the Rangers are going to be taking on the Detroit Red Wings tomorrow, and I'm excited for that game. I can't wait. And so I thought I'd give everybody a Rangers update. So let's break it down. What's going on with the team? What's going on in the NHL that has to do with the Rangers? Let's start off by getting into the whole Leo Komarov elbowing Ryan McDonagh. What's going to happen to him? So the Toronto Maple Leafs forward Leo Komarov, he's been suspended for 3 games without pay for elbowing New York Rangers defenseman Ryan McDonagh during the NHL game in Toronto on Thursday, February 18th. The National Hockey League's Department of Player Safety announced today that Komarov was assessed a match penalty for the legal check to the head under the terms of the collective bargaining agreement, and based on the average salary of Komarov is going to forfeit $47,580.66. The money goes to the Players Emergency Assistance Fund. So Ryan McDonagh, he missed practice today at the training center. It appears that Ryan McDonagh did not suffer any concussion. He missed the rest of that game versus the Maple Leafs for precautionary reasons. Rangers won the game 4-2. But McDonagh, he passed the league's concussion testing both on Thursday and again today, which is a great relief for me, for the team, for Ryan McDonagh. After being back for 2 games after missing 4 straight with the concussion, he's suffering from neck spasms and a contusion to his jaw, and he's not playing tomorrow as the Rangers are in Madison Square Garden playing the Detroit Red Wings, but he's undergoing a CT scan later today. So considering this news about Ryan McDonagh, it's a little bit of a relief. It's not a concussion. It's good to see that he recovered from the concussion. So it looks like Dylan McIlrath is going to be in tomorrow's game in the lineup, as McDonagh is not in the lineup. And so I'm just really hoping to see Dylan McIlrath make the best of his chance. Also, there's no further update concerning forward Rick Nash, who's already missed 11 games with this deep bone bruise to his left leg. He's not going to be playing tomorrow. And in fact, Rick Nash remains on a week-to-week basis, according to Lane Vigneault. Nash has been working off the ice. He's at the gym, but he's not skated since the first week of February. And now it looks like the couple times he was on the ice, the injury worsened. So I'm just hoping that Rick Nash is going to be back soon. This is taking a lot longer than I anticipated it to take. I thought that he was alright when they found that there was no fracture, but I guess a deep bone bruise is something that serious. So in other news concerning the Rangers, Daniel Paille has been placed on waivers after the 31-year-old. He had played for the Rangers for 12 games. He was brought in to basically help the struggling penalty kill. And in fact, in the 12 games that Daniel Paille has appeared in as a Ranger, the penalty kill has actually dropped to 28th overall in the league. It's gotten worse with this guy. I expected Daniel Paille to be coming in and really playing some big minutes on the penalty kill and doing something. And he, from the moment that he came, I was waiting and still didn't see anything out of this guy. And after that game that we played Chicago, this guy got crucified out there. He looked like he deserved to be playing in the AHL. There's a reason why the Boston Bruins let this guy go. And he had 4 points in 30 something games with the AHL affiliate of the Blackhawks. He's on waivers now. I'm gonna assume that this guy is gonna be going to Hartford unless he gets picked up by another team, but judging by the way it looks, he should be going to Hartford. And also it looks like Jeff Gorton and assistant coaches Scott Arniel, Ulf Samuelsson, they're going to be in Hartford tonight to scout to see exactly who they want to call up. They're looking for a guy to truly fill that role on the 4th line, to fill the penalty killing role that Daniel Paille was supposed to fill. A guy like Ryan Bourque, he deserves the opportunity. We'll see what happens, how they play. Marek Harivik has been a good penalty killer for the Wolfpack. He's another guy, 4 years in the organization, and he deserves a chance as well as Ryan Bourque. And I've been saying this, I'm just hoping something happens. In other news, Ryan McDonough had missed some games and Keith Yandle had to step up big. And then once McDonough came back for these 2 games, I mean, it looked like maybe Keith Yandle would have been back on the trading block and we probably would have been moving Keith Yandle to try to get something. But I'm thinking after seeing Ryan McDonough go down again, I don't know when he's coming back, but Keith Yandle, we got to keep this guy. There's no doubt about it. Keith Yandle is such a good fit for the New York Rangers. It would be a tragedy if we let him go. Keith Yandle could help this team win a cup. We need him. We're going to have to find a way to move the guys that are really causing a lot of problems to this team. I mean, Henrik Lundqvist's window to winning a cup is closing in. We're looking at a team. We went to the Stanley Cup Finals in 2014, and then we lost in Game 7 last season in the Eastern Conference Finals, and now here we are. The trade deadline's coming up on the 29th, and we're looking at a team that really needs to find a way. I mean, I'm looking for Jeff Gordon to make a move here. We're going to have to find a way to fix the problems that we have. I mean, Dan Girardi and Mark Stahl's contracts are just atrocious in a sense. They're going to really be stapling this team down for a couple of seasons. And so we have to find a way to move them. I mean, it doesn't make sense to buy them out in the offseason. I think that we have to find a way for like Dan Girardi and Mark Stahl to lift their no-move clause, have them go to a cup contending team if that's what it's going to take for them to lift it. Trade them away. We could get a lot back. There's a lot of value there. I mean, I don't think we have to necessarily move both of them, but I mean, if we keep Keith Yandle and we have Dylan McIlrath and we have Ryan McDonough back by the time playoffs are here, and Kevin Klein's in, we find a way to move Dan Boyle would be good. I really feel like we could pick up a Shattenkirk. We could pick up maybe another defenseman. I mean, I don't know. I just don't see where this team is heading exactly. But what I do know is that we got some players that need to be signed in the offseason, like Chris Kreider, Kevin Hayes, JT Miller, Keith Yandle, Dylan McIlrath. So it looks like, from what I'm hearing, even Dylan McIlrath might be getting moved. From what I've heard, I'm only going by the speculation. It looked like Rick Nash could be going to the St. Louis Blues for Kevin Shattenkirk. It looked like maybe we might be trading away Dylan McIlrath to Tampa Bay in exchange for Jonathan Drouin. Who knows? I mean, this team, I feel like we're not going to be making too many moves. We need to be buyers, but can we afford to be buyers? I don't think that we need to be making moves to try to stack up for another run. I think that we should make moves to free up the cap space, find a way to sign the guys that we're going to need to sign that have really stepped up. If we have to move Chris Kreider, then let's hope that we get at least a first-round draft pick and a prospect. We could possibly be good for the future if we're moving Rick Nash, if we're moving Girardi, if we're moving Mark Stahl, and we're stacking up draft picks. I mean, if we could come away with like 3 first-round draft picks from moving these 3 guys and some prospects and possibly just one defenseman to play with Ryan McDonough, we're going to be fine. We have forwards coming up, and within the next 4 or 5 years, you're going to be seeing guys. Ryan Gropp is going to be good later down the road. I feel like Pavel Buchnevich should be coming over to America probably sometime by playoff time. If not, next season he should be playing. I see this guy coming to training camp and making the Rangers. And I feel like we better not be trying to move him to pick up Jonathan Drouin. I mean, the Rangers have so many questions right now and not enough answers. Just try to free up as much space with these contracts that are weighing this team down. Then we'll have the cap room to sign JT Miller, who really deserves it. I mean, I'd rather have JT Miller over Rick Nash. I would rather know that Kevin Hayes, who's been scoring goals in the last 4 games, I would rather have him get re-signed. I'd rather use the money from Rick Nash being traded away and taking that salary off the books. It's enough that we're still paying Brad Richards for that buyout. We have to find some way to just sign the guys that we need to sign, keep Keith Yandle, look in our system to find pieces. I feel like we have the pieces in our system. It's kind of upsetting the fact that Danny Cristo, I feel like this guy would have been good right now. We didn't re-sign him. We let him just walk in the offseason. And so So, we traded away Christian Thomas for him, and now it looks like we're going to have to find some way to make up for that. I mean, we had prospects. We had people. We had a lot of guys in the pipeline, and we traded them away. And the draft picks we could have had, we traded them away to pick up Rick Nash, to pick up Martin St. Louis. And it's about time that we make up for these mistakes. I mean, we traded away Carl Hagelin. We got Emerson Edom. We were able to pick up Ryan Gropp because we moved up in the second round. But we traded away Emerson Edom for Nicholas Jensen. I'm pissed, okay? A 7th round pick. I don't even know where we're going with that. That was just a dumb move. I can't believe that was the big move. Jeff Gorton, I feel like I'm going to have to put my trust in this guy. I'm just going to see what happens. It looks like we're set for something. I feel like something is in the works here. Come the 29th. After that, we'll know what the team looks like. We'll know what the squad that we're going with to go for a playoff run. We're just going to have to sit back here. We're going to have to trust Vigneault. We're going to have to trust Jeff Gorton, trust the scouts, the system. We have to trust everything. We're going to find some way. That's all I could really say. But I'm looking forward to tomorrow's game. Henrik Lundqvist has been so good of late. The defense has screwed him over in a sense. This team, he could have had back-to-back shutouts. He got screwed over. Then in that Chicago game, the penalty kill came up weak. Daniel Paille floating around. This is why this guy's on waivers right now, because that game, it was just blatant. This guy has to go. Anyway, I'm going to keep everybody posted, and just remember, let's go Rangers.